Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie Man here, and I am back with, well, I'm not back with another episode, I'm back with my first episode of my Football Manager 2018 save. Now with Hearts, it is pretty much to carry on from Dundee. I literally just decided in my head, I want to stay in Scotland, I want to do a Scottish save, and the only way to get around it was, I don't feel like I was fairly sacked from Dundee. So I just applied. My only criteria was it has to be a job in Scotland. Okay, what I find, what level it's at, has to be a job in Scotland. I had an interview for Raith Rovers, did not get it. Had an interview for Rangers, quite clearly did not get it. And I had an interview which was really interesting because this would have been a complete plot twist. But I had an interview for Dundee. I did not get it. So we're going to play through now as Hearts. For some strange reason, I managed to get the Hearts job. So we're now rebuilding Hearts, or failing. And I was literally just going to do so recap in this episode, but then I realised Hearts could get relegated. If we don't win the next two games, Hearts could go down. Not automatically, but could go down. Well, we'd have to play in the playoff. So I am actually going to play the game against Dundee, which we could possibly be safe if we win it. And if not, then I probably will play the Aberdeen game as well, but not in this episode because there's a little bit to go through. Let's quickly, first of all, let's just see how Dundee United are doing. So they're still fourth, which is quite frustrating. They're fourth, which is near enough where we had them. I don't think they managed to pick up many wins. Who's the manager there now? Steve Hay. Who's he? Like, let's be honest. Yorkie Man should still be there. Let's look at the schedule since I left. So I left... Where did I leave? I left a long time ago. So this was the start of the season. This was a barren run. Brechin now. Should have been told. I nearly said Brechin again. Breaking, thanks to the comments section. Also, I've been saying Aya and it's air. I like it though. I love the fact that you guys give me input like that because it's a learning process for me as well. So we beat Breaking. We beat Morton 3-1. That's when we got sacked. They then went on. Well, they've done okay, but that's poor. They've not done that well. I think we'd have done better. Managed to get to the quarter-final of the Scottish Cup though, so that's quite decent, isn't it, really? I think we'd have done better. So we do have a bit of a transfer budget, which is interestingly strange. I'm not too familiar with the squad. I do notice they've got Matty Fryer though. Who is transferred? He's joining Wigan. Oh man, Matty Fryer. Pretty sure he was at Leicester. Yeah. Wow, that was his breakout year then, wasn't it? 27 goals in Sky Bet League One. Then just couldn't really do it in the Championship. Well, they did alright for Hull that season. Is that the season they got promoted? Possibly. Quite possibly. Hasn't really done up since. Hasn't done anything this year for us with a 6.55 average rating. We definitely shouldn't be in this position. We really shouldn't. Kyle Lafferty is a pretty decent player. There are some good players. Koulibaly I do not rate whatsoever. There are also players I'd like to move on. The biggest thing that the board wanted when I went for the interview is they want me to sign young players and promote youth players. So let's have a sneaky look at what the under-20s is like. So the under-20s has quite a few prospects out on loan. So there's definitely the potential here. Wow, it's raining like mad. There's some real good potential here, actually. There's some real good potential here for us to massively improve the squad, I think. That'll be thrown off. Because of that. I can fix that though. 1, 2, 3. So let's see who am I playing again. I think I played Dundee and I played Aberdeen in the last 2 games. I'm pretty sure we need to pick up a win from one of them. Would do us some real favours. I can see why he's got sacked, because this run, that is a hell of a long period without a win. So hopefully we do not follow in those footsteps. But I'm going to skip forward now to the game, which I've only just decided I was going to play literally seconds ago. We're going to see if we can win the game. If we win the game and we're safe, that'll be it. We'll then do the whole summer transfer window. Hopefully can improve the squad and get ourselves set up for our first official full season in the Ladbrokes Premiership. But imagine if we ended up in the playoffs for relegation and played Dundee United. That would be insane. But anyway, I'll see you at the match. So guys, it's game time. It's time to play Dundee. They're evens favourites. So it's a bit nerve-wracking. This is the formation I'm going to go with. It's the exact same formation that was doing really well for Dundee. It's a new formation I found playing a private save. Hopefully it does well. It's similar. I have no idea if the players we've got can play it. I'm going to quick pick. This is all 100% completely blind, so I have no idea about the ability of most of the players. I've had a quick look around the squad, but I've literally been here days. They weren't far for me to go forward, and I'm hoping we can pick up a victory. It looks like this is quite a strong squad. There seems to be a few goals in there. Is that the Aidan White? As if Hearts have Aidan White. Leeds, he was good. Being a Leeds fan, obviously, I remember his time. So let's see who else. They do have a little bit of a foreign theme. Obviously, it's going to take me a little while to get to grips with the squad, and I'm probably not going to really get to grips with the squad this season. It's more likely next season, considering it'll be more my kind of squad, what I've decided, and what players I feel like I want to keep. But let's go with this. I'm going to obviously sign players that suit this formation, and I'm hoping we can achieve something. 26-year-old Portuguese. Now they've got ties with Portugal, but I have noticed with the squad that there's quite a few players that quite possibly could pick us up a little bit of cash, especially the kind of cash that I imagine would put us in a very strong position to sign okay players. And if we have a season, depending on what they want next season, that's like a rebuilding season. They do it a lot in America, but a rebuilding year for Hearts, where we revamp the team, and then hopefully with a revamped squad, the season after maybe start to push. I think young talent could really do well in this league, but we'll just see how it goes today. Let's bring up the league table for now, and let's just have that there. And we will keep having a look at it. A victory today would be massive. I think a victory today would pretty much secure us safety in the league, which then I can push on with the squad, see what we can build for next year. I hope you guys aren't too, frustrated that we're not at Dundee anymore. This is just unfortunate the way it's gone. If I'd have been absolutely dreadful and got sacked, then I'd have probably just given up, called it a day in Scotland. But I feel like we played really well towards the end, and I definitely didn't warrant getting sacked. Oh, Austin coming close here. Is he gonna score? 1-0. Nathan Austin, 45 seconds into my Hearts career, and we are 1-0 down. This is great news. Bit of deja vu here, sorry. Rangers aren't having a good year at all. No wonder they sacked their manager. So we're still 9th, obviously not on 36 points anymore, on 35. It's very tight. Very, very tight. Kilmarnock going down, though, maybe we could pick off some of their players. But I hope you guys are all happy that we decided that, well, we didn't decide, it was basically the only job I could get was at Hearts, and I'm happy to take it, to be honest with you. It's a massive job. I mean, Hearts used to be a huge side, and I think there could be again under our management. Hopefully they will be. So please leave a thumbs up for the fact that we're now Hearts. Is this gonna be goal number 2 off the post? Ooh. From one end to the other, I thought we was going to score, and then they hit back. We could really do with a win here. It's quite a poor squad, to be fair, but hopefully with some good young pickups. It's going to be interesting to see who's in the free transfer. Oh, I thought that was going to be an on goal. Who's going to be in the free transfer market? That will be interesting to see if we could pick anyone up there. I'm hoping Dundee United come up so I get to play against them next season. Hang on a minute, doesn't... The league in Scotland splits. From what I remember. The league in Scotland splits. So, Dundee are going to score again. Lewis Spence. Wow, great news. So 32 games. There's one more game. The league's going to split. I've been premature. Been very premature. So there's definitely a lot more games in which we have to keep ourselves afloat. And hopefully once they learn this tactic, that will be achievable. But it's not looking great so far. But I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that at all. So let's get rid of that because the league splits. I forget, yeah, because they have the championship group, which is the top 6 teams, and then the bottom 6 teams, they all play each other. So we're going to be playing games against the Walker. Yes, 2-1. Go on, Jamie Walker. We're going to be playing games against the teams below us, so hopefully we can pick up some points there. So there's definitely some live comes. So this season is not over yet, guys. It's taken me a long way into this episode to realise that. But the season's nowhere near over, so I definitely have learned quite a bit about Scotland, considering the fact that yeah, I've just spent half of the video talking about the last 2 games we got to play. There's going to be another 5. Yeah, it'll be 5 but 3, yeah. So there's 5 more games to play after this in which to secure our safety. So this game obviously still means something, but it's not as imperative, and so far I don't think we're playing too badly. I want to keep the lads motivated. I don't want them to dip their heads. I really don't want us to go off the boil and, you know, they all hate me and then things just don't go well, and then, you know, nobody's happy with anybody, but we're actually going to get to finish a full season. It just so happens that it's with Hearts in the Premiership, then Dundee United in the Championship, which is what we expected. Can we pick up another goal there, though? This would be good. Is he going to lose possession? No. It would be very nice if we could at least tie this game up. Dundee are going to be a team we play, obviously, in the 5 games. They're a team that are very close around us. Not had a good season either. But that's absolutely fine by me that they've not had a good season. Walker looks good. I think he's pretty young. Top goal scorer. So it looks like we're going to have to play to his... Go on, Isma. Yes! Ishmael, I'm guessing that is. Gone. Yeah. So we're going to sign a young Scottish or English striker that I can pronounce their name, but Manuel Minovovic. I'm just giving up with names, but yeah, that's what he's called. He's calling Milan, but we're right back in it, lads. Can't believe it. I feel like we'd played well. Let's make a sub. Can we turn the tide and win? I don't know who's good and who's not good. This guy's a youngster, isn't he? No, definitely not. Definitely not. And not good either. Right. Lafferty's doing bad, but it appears we don't really have many wingers. Let's bring on Aidan White for Richardson, who's not playing well, but neither is Randall. Possibly looking to getting much better players in that position. Wow, we are poor in centre midfield. Let's bring Martin on. How good's Martin? Absolutely awful as well. So this is step number 1. But the 16-year-old Scotsman's an absolute world beater. But that's step number 1. Improve the defence. Can Walker play on the right? Walker can play on the right. Just don't want him to play on the right. Walker is going to go on the right. And Corraine will go there. What's his best position? Attacking midfielder. So yeah, that's the 16-year-old will take his place there. Can we snatch a late goal and win this one against Dundee? Which would be really nice. First game in management, you always want to win, but I cannot complain at the fight back from 2 down. I was really feeling a bit of deja vu. This save has not been kind to me so far, and why would I start management at Hearts with it being nice? But I'm quite happy with that, to be honest with you guys. That they have no idea how to play this formation, like whatsoever, and we managed to come back, and we were the underdogs. Great effort. I want to keep spirits high. Is that Kieran Richardson? How did I not notice Kieran Richardson was in the squad? So actually, can I just have a look at the stages? Right, so it's only saying league table, but let's just, or is it structure? There'll be in roles possibly. Yeah, league splits in 2 after 33 games. All the bottom teams play each other. All the top teams play each other. So the league is going to split. It is a 38-game season. I probably should have known that, but did not realise it. So what do we get for our place finish? So we want to get as high as possible, but there is no big money for finishing. How is finances? Finances aren't great, but there's definitely... wow, we're overspending. There's definitely some players that... Gary Dicker. Awesome. There's definitely quite a few players that we could look to offload. He says we're overspending. We're committed to overspending, but they're saying I've got 10k in the budget, which is very strange. What have I got on here? Clear. What kind of player would be interested in our club? What level of player are we looking at? That's just kind of League 1 level, in it. Yeah. And maybe lower end. Championship possibly. But it's kind of that League 1-ish level, low end Championship level. So we're definitely going to have a work cut out for us in finding good players, because at the end of the day, there's no way we're affording any of those. Right, what we're doing. Let's at least do Scotland. We cannot afford most of it, but let's at least do Scotland. So finances aren't terrible. It does look like we're losing money. Do we have any so projection? Wow, the balance is going to get worse. So let's hopefully we can, in a couple of seasons, pick up some Champions League football. And so I don't have a right winger, but I have a great youngster here. Senior squad. There you go. And who else? There was that defender centre, Alex Petkov. You are going to the senior squad as well. We'll assess later on these players. But was that Kieran Richardson? John Suter. Is he a youngster? Great prospect. But anyway, Kieran Richardson. Let's go by position. Michael Smith, John Suter. Few players in on loan. It is Kieran Richardson. They do like an old guy that's retired. I think Scotland just likes an old guy that's retired. He's only on 1k a week as well. As if. But apparently the board have said that they want a young outlook, which is definitely what we need to do, but there's some real dead wood in that centre midfield position. Not much over a 3-star. We need a much stronger centre midfield if this is going to work out for us. But Harry Kane, I know that's terrible, but he looks like he's going to be a good prospect. My problem is Manuel Milojevic. Yep, that's it. Who's on loan from Genoa, looked really lively in that last game, but he's not our player. So this could become very interesting. We have two youngish strikers. They're not getting older, but I feel like maybe we could cash in on them, especially Koulibaly, who doesn't look like he's played like literally any this year. He's worth 450k, so there's a lot of possibilities there. We've definitely now got a long way to go because there's the split in the league. Hopefully we can stay up. I will come back with probably we'll come back to a kind of deciding point of whether we're going to stay up or not. I think in the next episode, so that's probably where we'll go, and then hopefully we will finish our season off. We'll go through summer and pick up some good players. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching this episode. Make sure to leave a like. Feel free to comment, especially on names, because I struggle like hell. And subscribe. And also, if you want to catch up on Twitter, just follow me at YorkieMan. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys in the next one.